welcome back to another Business Minded in a Mommy's World, and I am Ashley. I got a bumper pick with y'all. My last video, I looked it a mess, and so I had to make sure that from now on, I have to be presentable. I have to look my best because this is my brand. And that is also something I wanted to talk to you guys about today. Your brand. You are your brand. And last week, I woke up late. You know, I had to take baby Maya. Well, she's not a baby no more, but she's my baby. I had to take Maya to pre-K. And I'm running late, trying to get her together. I literally had no time to brush my teeth, wash my face, change my clothes, nothing. I jumped out of bed and said, all right, Maya, let's go. And we walked out the door. On my way there, I totally forgot that it was a special parents meeting that was being held that morning. And I walked in, you know, to drop Maya off, and in the cafeteria was where the meeting was being placed, and it was also where Maya had to be dropped off. Lo and behold, there was a cafeteria full of adults. And I'm practically still in my pajamas. Breath was smelling like Kung Fu Panda butt. And I'm like, hey, I can't talk right now. So, long story short, so I did end up staying, but I was quiet. I had to get me like a breakfast bagel to kind of mask the smell of what was going on with me. And I was walking home. I called my mother and I told her, you know, the story, thinking that I was going to get a little laugh. And she was like, Ashley, you never do that again. Like, ever, ever. Do not ever do that again. You are a business owner. You are your business. You are your brand. Anytime you leave that house, you need to make sure that you have a business card. You need to make sure that you look presentable. Look like you own a business. Look like you own something. And it really hit me. And I'm like, oh my God, like, she's right. Like, I have to change the way I view working from home and working, not actually punching a clock. Although we do not punch a clock, guys, we still have to get up in the morning. We still have to shower. We still have to present ourselves as if we are going into the office every day. You never know who you're going to encounter. That next person that's walking down the street with you, that could be your next client. That next person that you happen to see at the grocery store, that could be your next client, your business partner. You don't know, so you always have to hold yourself up to those standards, you know. And so I had to check myself and say, you know what, I gotta get myself together. Like, yes, I am a boss. I am a boss, you know, so I had to look accordingly. So yeah, that was my story. So yeah, from now on, even if I am in my house clothes, I am going to make sure that when I do these videos, at least my face looks decent. At least my hair is not all over the place. Because, yes, I am a mom. And that's another thing. Like, yes, we are parents. But we have to make sure that when it comes to business, we do look presentable. Parents are bosses. So let's look like bosses, parents. So that brings me to my next thing. I wanted to explain to you guys what made me get into the business of event planning and baking. I have, like I told you before, I have 6 children, and I love parties. I love throwing parties. I love thinking of new events, new themes for the parties for my children. So it just was like, I went to school for home health care. I went to school for early childhood. I went to school for all of these things, mental health. And it just was like, once I got into it for a little bit, after a semester or two, I'm like, this is not what I want to do. And then I had to sit down and think after years. It took me years to finally figure out what I was passionate about. But after I sat down and I thought about it, I'm like, I love doing events. Like, I love when my sisters ask me to do something for their daughters or sons' birthdays or whatever. I love hosting, you know, parties at the house. I love doing stuff like that. And I just said, why am I not an event planner? So I decided to start from scratch. And I don't come from a background with a lot of money. My credit is not through the roof. Actually, my credit it could use a lot of work. It could use a lot of work. But I still decided that this is what I wanted to do, and I was going to build my brand from the ground up, and that's what I'm doing. And I just wanted to share my story because I'm pretty sure that there are tons of other parents out here that is trying to do the same thing, trying to figure out where to go. Sometimes, like I said it in my last video, sometimes people don't want to share the steps they took, and it really is unfortunate. But there's ways to get around a lot of stuff, and it really is just your drive. How hungry are for you? How hungry? Y'all, don't make fun of me. I got these braces in my mouth trying to talk. How hungry you are for your dream. That's really what it comes down to. Right now, like I told you before, I found a bakery, and right now I'm having to raise this money by myself. I don't have anybody that can throw the money at me and say, here's some startup money. No, I have to grind myself. So I'm, been thinking a lot, trying to put some pen to pad, figuring out what I can do to make some money. And the best thing I thought was, why not go door to door? Door to door used to work back then. It can still work now. It's your sales pitch. Do you guys have a sales pitch? When you come to somebody and you only have, I think they call it an elevator pitch. When you come to somebody and you want them to, and you're trying to sell them your dream, your business, what will your pitch be? What is your elevator pitch? If you got literally 1 minute to wow them, what will you say to them to wow them, to make it last in their head? Like, oh my God, they talked to me about this, and I gotta call them because I need to know more. I want to learn more. Think about what your elevator pitch will be, when going to people, trying to get financing, trying to get startup money, or even donations, depending on what your business is. So I definitely want to come down here, and I wanted to talk to you guys tonight. I am actually in my office, so yay. And I'll try to do more videos down here. Thankfully, the kids are kind of quiet, because if they wasn't, they'll be in the video too, some kind of way. But that's the joy of being a parent and having, the best of both worlds. I don't want you guys to get discouraged. Don't get discouraged. We're parents, and we are awesome, and we are bosses at the same time. And not just to exclude the people that don't have children, because you will have children one day. Whatever is down in your future, yes, that is for you, and you are still a boss, and we are all going to be bosses. You're going to build this dream up, but we're going to, it's enough money out there for everybody to live their dream, So I just want you guys to stay encouraged. Stay busy, bosses. Have a good one. I'll talk to you next time. Actually, before we end it, what is your boss face? What does looking like a boss look like to you? I would love for you guys to comment, subscribe, give me some tips. If maybe you guys have something that y'all have experienced, write it in the comment section. I want to know. I want us to build a relationship. So please like, comment, subscribe to my channel. Please. I really want to get a relationship with my bosses. I really want to build a relationship with bosses. Y'all better like, comment, and subscribe, please. I'm probably gonna cut this out. This is considered a blooper, and I'm gonna cut this part out because I have stuttered. I gotta start over. Okay. Bye, busy bosses. See you on the next video.